From out of nowhere, JP gets an LR Super Buu. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we have the details and the animations for JP Dokkan's next yellow coin LR, and it is an LR Super Buu. So we are going to take some time, take a look at their animations and the translations for this guy, along with some sub-EZAs, and give my thoughts onto what I think it means coming forward in terms of yellow coins. So without further ado, let's go ahead, let's hop over to the other Dokkan Twitter page and take a look at the animations here. So as always, do whatever you need to and adjust your volume, adjust your headset, whatever it is, and let's do this. All right, we're going to pause music and take a look. Oh, nice. They did the thing. Oh, it has still got the lookout in there. I like that. Nice. That's actually really, really clean. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's hop over to Garesh's Twitter page. Shout out to him for getting out these translations for the LR Super Buu. I do gotta say, though, before we jump in, those animations look really, really good. Especially for an yellow coin LR. They've definitely been up in their game with them. I think our last two yellow coin LRs, the LR Zamasu and the LR Golden Frieza, like, they've really nailed the animations there. Sometimes they can be a little janky on those ones, but man, it looks good. Really happy that we finally get an LR Super Buu. It's only a matter of time before LR Kid Buu, right, guys? So alright, without further ado, let's take a look at what he does. So, being a yellow coin LR, he is Majin Buu Sanga or Heavenly Events category key for HP attack and defense 150%. That is to be expected. His 12 key is the Mystic Ball attack, raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage while greatly lowering defense. His 18 key is Assault Rain, attack and defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to all enemies. So that's the AoE we saw, and it can stun all enemies. So that's actually really, really useful in Super Battle Road or some of those other fights where you're facing multiple enemies. Not only do you have an AoE, but you have an AoE that can stun all of them. So that's very, very helpful. Passive, Terror with a Conscience of 0%, activates an interest animation once only, gains key 5, attack and defense 120% for 4 turns upon the first appearance. Attack and defense 120% at the start of turn. He gains an additional attack 30% when attacking if HP is 30% or higher. Great chance to guard all attacks. He guards guard activated against all attacks if there is a Majin Buu Saga or Fused Fighter category enemy. So that's interesting, right? He has a 70% chance to guard, which is better than 50%, which is what they've been given most units. But he does have a guaranteed guard if you are Majin Buu Saga or Fused Fighters. That's kind of interesting. His category, where are we? Performs an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super attack during the turn where guard is activated. He temporarily gains attack 100% for the character attack after receiving an attack. Okay, interesting. So is it just the next singular attack? I'm guessing so, or does it stack onto each one after that? A little bit unsure on that one. He gains an additional key 1 and defense 20% for each attack received. Maximum of 140. Wow, that's actually a lot of extra key, and actually you'll almost never not get your 18 key at that point. And the fact that his 18 key being an AoE is still causing Mega Colossal. That's huge. Okay, very nice. So all in all, he looks good on the passive, right? He's got guard. He's got a pretty good buff for the first 4 or 5 turns, which, you know, for most red zone events currently, that'll be more than enough. I mean, like, maybe Broly might take you past that, but even then, by that point, he's built up enough to withstand most of what Broly can throw at him, especially post super, right? Post super, he'll more than likely be fine. He does have an active skill, the Revenge Death Bomber, able to be used once 5 or more turns have elapsed, and 60% below. So double conditions there. It does massively raise your attack and causes ultimate damage. Recovers 40% HP and disables the enemy's action once. Nice. Okay, so he's got that ability like the Cooler and the Gohan with the action disable. Very nice. Temporarily. Okay, so massively raising attack temporarily. That's what I was trying to see. I thought I missed that. So the massively raised attack is only for the active skill. Links are Brutal Beatdown, Metamorphosis, Majin, Infinite Regeneration, Fear and Faith, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. So he's going to share about 5 links with the LR Buhan, right? Or Bootanks, rather. And I think he's got 5 links as well with the Kid Buu. Yeah, so this is a bit unfortunate, right? Looking at his link set, being that he is a Super Buu, he doesn't get big bag bosses, but, I mean, looking at what he's doing here, he may not necessarily need it, but it does hurt STR Kid Buu, however, him not having it. STR Kid Buu does not still have a good Big Bad Bosses link partner, so that is a shame. Categories are Majin Buu Saga, Heavenly Event, Transformation Boost, Artificial Lifeform, Majin Power, Power Absorption, Sworn Enemies, Worldwide Chaos, and Exploding Rage. Pretty bit much to be expected for a Super Buu as far as categories go, so very interesting that they released this guy now. I mean, I feel like along with Easy A and the STR Super Buu, this guy would have been a better part 2 LR for the anniversary, and then having like a Sen or Omega as the other part 2 LR. It seems really weird that this got dropped way later. It almost feels like maybe it was meant to. But who knows? Or maybe we were supposed to have a Dokkan Fest Gotenks situation, and then this guy was supposed to be the Part 2 LR. He just seems really, really out of place in terms of the release schedule, right? He doesn't fit with Kales Celebration at all. I mean, he is on Kale's team, but realistically, you're probably not running him on Kale's team, right? Because Kale does lead Transformation Boost. But, I mean, all in all, I think he's a good card. He's going to be really powerful. He's going to hit like a truck if you manage to get all of his passive active. His only problem that I see as of right now is the simple fact that Majin Power has not yet received a 200% team. Some of the units can fit on teams like the Gammas, but then it begs the question, why run that if you're running the Gammas? There are better options, right? But even this guy doesn't fit on there. So he right now doesn't have a 200% team. Majin Power does need a lot more assistance to be relevant in the current red zones. There's some that you can beat with the team, but I mean, as far as the big bad bosses of the events, the team still kind of struggles. So here's hoping that maybe Golden Week or Worldwide this year brings about a LR Kid Buu giving Majin Power a 200% lead. Here's hoping. But that is not all that was revealed here. Thanks to the Dokkan Wiki, we have the translations. We have 2 new sub-Easy A's for the only 2 Gotenkses left, I think, that haven't Easy A. So the Easy A, AGL, Super Saiyan Gotenks, and the STR base form Gotenks. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look at what they do real quick. So the AGL one, shout out to the Dokkan Wiki, by the way, for putting out these translations. The AGL one on his super attack is raising defense for 1 turn, causing supreme damage to the enemy, and greatly lowering defense. So very, very nice. On his passive, he has Key 3, high chance of evading. Alright, so 50% chance to evade. He has attack for 5 turns from the start of turn. Attack and defense 50%, plus an additional attack and defense 20% per key sphere obtained. Okay, very nice. So he's a nuker. He has an additional attack defense 80% when performing a super attack. He changes tech spheres to AGL spheres when there is another rapid growth ally attacking at the same turn. Rapid growth allies key 1, attack defense 30%. Okay, so he's actually going to be kind of good, especially if he can pick up the orbs. Rapid growth doesn't have, I mean, at least a more Gotenks or Hybrid Saiyans centered rapid growth team. It doesn't have too many orb hungry characters, aside from the AGL LR Gohan, who actually this guy buffs, right? Because of the orb changing. He would help you get a little more orbs for that Gohan. So actually it's a really big buff for rapid growth category. He looks pretty good, especially with the nuking passive that I find that units with this tend to be able, as long as you can get the key spheres, tend to be a little more viable in some of the more difficult content because, right, it's not just a flat boost. You can actually really push it. The only problem is in situations where you don't get it, right? All right, let's check out the STR1. So the STR1 raises defense for 1 turn, causes spring damage, and raises allies attack for 30%. All right, so he's got one of those support passives. Wow, what was that? All right, we are support super attacks is what I meant. We are on his passive skill. He has attack defense 100% plus an additional attack defense 50% when performing a super attack. He gets an additional 100% and medium chance to crit and evasion as the first attacker in the turn. Passive skill is key 1, an additional attack defense 50% and a chance of critical hit and evasion 20% for every other Heavenly Events category ally attacking the same turn. So he can have up to 60% evasion. Plus, is that in addition to the medium chance already? So are we talking about 90? That would be a 90% chance. It can't stack, right? It wouldn't if as the first attacker in the turn. Right? If you were running a full Heavenly Events team, which, I mean, isn't the strongest team in the world, but let's say you were, is that a 90% chance to evade in slot 1? Am I reading that correctly, right? Medium chance of critical hit and evasion as the first attacker. So that's a 30% chance, and then he gets 20% for every other... No, every other, so he wouldn't count himself, right? So that's still a 40%, so 60% chance evasion. Okay, yeah. Okay, very good. Almost got scared there for a second. I was gonna be like, wow, that's actually really good. Okay, so anyways, those are the 2 sub EZAs. Kind of seems like the AGL one's better, but I do see value in this card, definitely for Heavenly Events, which is a team that does need a lot of help. So definitely any buffs it can get is good. So all in all, I think while the celebration here for the part 2 doesn't fit at all with part 1, it's still a pretty good part 2 when you consider what's coming. There's also, I think, a chain battle and probably some more. I think there's a Gotenks burst mode, so it'll be a nice little stopgap as we lead into Golden Week starting at the end of the month. So make sure you stay tuned because I do have a few more predictions, and I'll probably do an early showcase for this Buu once he drops on some of the private servers. I kind of want to test him out and see what he's going to be like, since I probably won't be summoning for him on my JP account. So anyways, guys, that is the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know how surprised were you to see LR Super Buu as the Part 2 LR for Dokkan Fest Kales celebration. I know I was pretty surprised, but I'm curious how many of you guys were taken back by this. If nothing else, guys, though, thanks for watching, and aloha.